Now, anger is something that is conspicuously absent in the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I want to really ask you to go through the seerah and try to find an incident in which the Prophet ﷺ lost his cool, where he became angry, where he threw something, where he shouted at somebody. I want you to find a place somewhere in the seerah where he literally did that. And I don't think you can. It doesn't mean that he didn't get angry. He did get angry. He had ghadab lillah, for the sake of God, and that's indignation. If he saw something that was wrong, there was something that swelled in him, but it was never something that overcame him. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ said, لَيْسَ الشَّدِيد شَدِيدَ السُّرْعَةِ وَإِنَّمَا الشَّدِيد مَنْ غَلَبَ نَفْسَهُ أَوْ مَلَكَ نَفْسَهُ عِنْدَ الْغَضَبِ. The powerful one amongst you is not the wrestler that can throw everybody. The powerful one is the one who overcomes his anger when it arises. That is the real strength. That is a shadid. That is somebody who is fierce. And Allah says, أَشِدَّاءُ عَلَى الْكُفَّارِ. Those who are shadid with the kuffar. Now, if the essence of being strong is to control one's anger, that means the essence of being weak is to lose one's control over oneself. In anything, whether it's food, whether it's emotions, is to lose that control. That is what weakness is. It is not having control. And that's why powerless people are weak people, because they have no control. They don't feel any control. Now, what a powerless people will do in order to explain why they don't have any control is they will formulate intricate conspiracy theories. Now, this idea of being in this state of powerlessness and deciding to go the way of blame is actually, for those who want you to remain powerlessness, is a very effective way of doing that. In other words, people that want you to stay powerless, they will actually not only encourage, but they will feed you the means by which you can maintain those views. Sun Tzu says in The Art of War, anger your opponents and send them into disarray. Anger your opponents and send them into disarray. Because if you have people functioning from an emotional center, they can't think clearly. They can't reason. They can't change their condition. And therefore, if you look at the amount of energy that Muslims throughout the Muslim world spend on West bashing or American bashing, if that energy was spent on actually attempting to look for constructive means to change their conditions, would it not be better energy spent? And wouldn't America or the West, who's operating on a competitive basis, wouldn't they prefer that you were in the West bashing as long as you weren't changing your condition? If they indeed wanted to maintain a control over you. I mean, doesn't that make sense? Now, the Prophet ﷺ, in a beautiful hadith, he said, a man said to him, Awsini ya Rasulullah. And he said, La taghdab, don't get angry. He said, no. Awsini, I want some real advice. He said, La taghdab, don't get angry. He said, Awsini, 3 times he said it to him. He said, La taghdab, don't get angry.